What if I told you that by watching this video, by the end of it, you will learn something that will make you at least twice as smart as you are right now? Right? You may think this is a bold claim, Abhishek. How can you say these things? Well, let me tell you what. In this video, I am going to be telling you a technique from an investor, American investor, who's worth $1.5 billion. If he has to make 1.5 billion, if he is good at investing, he knows a thing or two about life, strategy, planning. So I'm going to give you a technique from him, which is amazing, which will help you think in a different way than what we are usually taught. And in fact, when I came across this, you know what my reaction was? I really wish this was taught to us in our schools, colleges, and in our homes. It's that powerful. So keep watching. Hello guys, welcome to Models of Excellence, where we tell you about tools, strategies, techniques, and models to lead an excellent life. This technique is called inversion thinking. Now, before I tell you what inversion thinking exactly is and how do you use it, let me tell you an instance that Charlie Munger himself told. He said when he was working in World War II, his role was to make sure pilots are safe. In order to get this result, he started thinking in a different way. He said, you know what? If I have to do my job well, what if I think like this? What if I think like, if I had to kill the pilots, what would I have to do? Right? Inversion is like you're reversing your goal. He reversed his goal. Instead of saving pilots, if I had to kill the pilots, what do I have to do? Now, before you judge him, listen. After that, he decided, you know what, all I have to do is, if these are the things that will kill them, I have to avoid it. So he was able to avoid certain areas. He was able to ask them to avoid certain places, certain timings, and that's how he did his job well. Now he started to use the same thinking pattern in his investing. He was able to build up a wealth of $1.5 billion and it has served him well. So inversion thinking, basically you take the goal and you reverse it. You figure out what you have to do to achieve that reversed goal and then try to avoid it or try to sort it out. For example, let's say if I had to make this video, right? If this is my goal, if my goal was to make this video and publish it out, I can reverse my goal into saying, what if I want to fail to make this video? If my goal was to fail to make a video, what would I have to do? Get busy in other projects, not prioritize this, maybe get onto other project, get onto phone calls, which may be important, but may not be important right now, right? Distract myself, tell myself I'll do it tomorrow. And then what I do is I sit and I try to I work on avoiding all of it. Now, if you're watching this video, I did it successfully. So all you have to do is reverse it and try to work on it. Now, why does this work? Now, he said something in one of the videos. He mentioned someone he knows, and he was like, that person was telling him that you need to have a view from the top as well as bottom. That is where you can make best decisions. And if you really observe people who make good decisions, right? Some of them by luck they make good decisions, but a lot of them who's into strategy, who's into marketing, certain times they make certain decisions only because they have large experience. They understand same event or same instance from different points of view. For example, if you told me, Abhishek, I'm lazy, I could ask you. Now, because I know, only because of that I could ask you this. Otherwise, it's very hard to do it for most people, but I'll tell you this. Let's say you came to me and you told me, Abhishek, I'm lazy. I can ask you, how do you know you're lazy? Now, you might say, because I'm not doing things. Then I can ask, you're not doing anything? You might say, yeah, I'm not doing anything. Then I can ask you, so you're just sitting, you're really not doing anything? No, I mean, I'm not doing anything. Then I could ask you, are you breathing? You'll say, yeah, Abhishek, come on, obviously. Then I'll ask you, do you watch a lot of TV shows and all that? Yeah, Abhishek, I do. Do you eat? Yeah, Abhishek, I do. Do you go out with your friends? Yeah, Abhishek, I do. Well, you're doing all these things. You're not lazy, right? You are putting in work. You're putting in efforts. You're doing things. The problem is you're just not doing the things that are important. So the problem is not laziness. The problem is priority. Now, this is an actual thing that happened. This is an actual conversation that happened with a friend of mine. And I'll tell you what, I've used the same strategy with a lot of people, and by the time we finished conversation, they're like, yeah, I never thought about it that way. And all of a sudden, they're able to be a lot more productive. This is something that helped me too, right? This is only possible because if you're seeing things from different perspective, you will understand the same thing more clearly. You'll be able to make smarter decisions. And that is exactly why this works. With that said, you might be thinking, Abhishek, it's a new way of thinking. I'll tell you what, it's a way that works. I've tested it out. I've been doing it. It's fun. It's very, very interesting. The result you get is really cool. It's very quick result. It's very smart kind of thinking. If you're feeling uncomfortable about it, try it once or twice. It's different from what you're traditionally taught. Think about what you want to achieve. Focus on that. Don't think of all the reasons why it's not possible. Motivationally, yeah, it makes sense. But practically speaking, this works. With that said, if you felt like you learned something new, leave a like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who you think has a lot more potential, but they're not able to fulfill that potential. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.